We only brought this for the whole weekend. We borrowed a car for this trip. It's been a while since we last came back here. Hi, I'm Ngan, 35 and unemployed. I started this channel to share my real life and hopefully help my family, especially now that we have baby Hai Hai. About 2 hours on the road. We got there late in the afternoon.
Bánh chưng, bánh giò.
We went straight to the beach. At first, Hai didn't want to step on the sand. His dad tried to show him it's okay. It was a bit crowded and the water wasn't very clean. After a while, he slowly got used to it. Then he just started running around and playing with the water. It was getting a bit cold, so his dad picked him up. He'd been playing for quite a while. Time to head back.
Đi về đâu? Về đấy rồi. Cười kìa. Đã không?
On the way back, there were snacks everywhere. Hot tofu, cotton candy, and ice cream on the side. Just simple things after a long time in the water.
Rửa chân đây thôi, chứ lên đường hoàng kia. Đúng.
There's a public place here where you can rinse off and change, wash away the sand before heading back. And it's free. A little boy selling hot tofu by the beach, simple like that, just part of the night here. On the way back, we passed a big roundabout in the city. It used to be one of the largest in Southeast Asia. The lights, the traffic, everything felt busy again after a quiet moment by the sea. This is a small room in a house owned by one of my husband's acquaintances in the city. We didn't have to pay anything for a night here. The house is only about 48 square meters, but it has 3 floors and 4 small bedrooms. Houses like this can cost around $190,000 here, even in a crowded neighborhood like this.
Đi vô. Bước vào đi. Bước.
We quickly took a shower, changed into clean clothes, because after a long trip, we were tired and it was already getting late. Time to go out for dinner.
Hay ba tiền đi.
Người ta phạt á, để ngoài người ta phạt á.
Vậy hả?
For dinner, we chose a small vegetarian buffet restaurant. It was surprisingly affordable, only about $2 per person. And everything on the counter was included. Hot dishes, vegetables, soup, even a small hot pot. There were also cakes and desserts, and of course, ice cream. I was excited about that, and for him, it was completely free.
Này, mà sẽ bị học có gì đây?
Làm cho từ luôn.
After a long day, a simple meal like this felt more than enough. We went back to the room and got some rest. After a long day, everyone fell asleep pretty quickly.
Bún ngàn.
We chose bungan for breakfast, a simple local dish but quite popular here. Each bowl cost about $1.60. So breakfast for all three of us was just around $3. Hai shared a bowl with me. Even early in the morning, the place was already crowded, but the food came out quickly, a warm bowl of noodles to start a new day.
Nhanh nhanh nắng quá.
We stopped by an old white villa, quietly sitting on the mountain. More than 100 years ago, this place was once home to people with power, but also a place where a king lived in silence.
Rồi. Vệ sinh đấy con. Sao mặc cái áo nó dài thế này? Hết có rồi à?
Right in front of the palace, these old cannons are still carefully preserved. This one is a bronze cannon made in Portugal in the 17th century. It weighs about 450 kilograms with a barrel length of 1.87 meters. And right next to it, another cannon made of steel, produced in France in 1901. Much heavier, over 10 tons, with a barrel size of around 300 millimeters. Perched on the slope of Big Mountain, with a wide view facing the sea, Bac Din is a place you shouldn't miss when visiting Vung Tau. Many people come up here to explore and to take photos, and Hai's dad took a little time to capture a few moments for him. Inside the palace, there's still an old photographer who takes instant photos for visitors, an elderly man with an old camera, sitting quietly in a small corner of Bac Din. Bac Din was built more than a century ago during the French colonial period. It was once used as a resting place for French governors and later for Emperor Baojai during his visits to Vung Tau. Over the years, this quiet white palace has witnessed many changes. Over there is the Ba Ria Vung Tau Provincial Museum, now part of Ho Chi Minh City. Inside the palace, many old artifacts are still carefully preserved. Ceramic vases, antique furniture, and items from a different time. Some tell stories of the French colonial days. Others carry traces of Vietnam's royal past. Each piece quietly sitting there, like a small memory left behind inside these white walls.
Giống chơi nhà ma không?
Một mình đúng không?
Đường đạp em. Thấy đại ca này không? Tí nữa là lột xuống.
Đi 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 đi. Đi. Ra đây, đi nhanh lên.
Nhìn đường chứ sao không? Đường này không có đủ.
Bye 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 giấy giá.
Our next stop, a small local coffee shop on one of the busiest streets in Vung Tau. In southern Vietnam, morning coffee isn't just a habit, it's part of everyday life. That's why cafes are usually full, especially on weekends. But today felt different. The shop was under renovation, so everything was quieter, slower.
Mới nợ dần thêm.
Inside, there was a large fish tank, and Baby Hai was completely drawn to it. He just stood there, watching the fish, like nothing else mattered.
Mấy con, nè đây nè. Mấy con. Hai. Hai con. Wow.
Earlier, we spent 30,000 Vietnamese dong to visit the White Palace, and here 70,000 Vietnamese dong for 2 drinks, a small cost for a quiet morning together. Our last stop of the morning. Before heading back home, we had lunch at a small vegetarian place. This place holds a lot of memories for us. There was a time my husband went vegetarian for about a month, and he ate here almost every day. It was also one of the places we used to visit often when we were living in Vung Tau. It's been a long time since we last came back, but somehow it feels different now. The price is higher, 50,000 Vietnamese dong per person. No hot pot, no dessert, no drinks, and the portions are smaller than before. Maybe the food has changed, or maybe we have.
Trước thì mình dán.
Ký.
Mình đang làm mình cũng bọc mà.
Bọc đây cũng nhớ làm gì?
Nó hình chua quá đó.
At the beginning of this trip, we brought 1 million Vietnamese dong in cash. By the end of it, we spent 390,000 Vietnamese dong for food, coffee, and small experiences along the way. And now, another 500,000 Vietnamese dong for fuel to take us back home. That's a total of 890,000 Vietnamese dong for this short journey. Not a luxury trip, not anything fancy. Just a small family spending a simple day together. If you enjoy simple moments like this, don't forget to like and follow our journey.